Hey, it's Tony here at Smart Toyota. Our very first 2024 Toyota Corolla Hatchback XSE edition. This is the top of the line in the what I call daily driver version of the Corolla Hatchback. Of course, they have the GR series, but this is a great combination of performance, luxury, and sporty looks. In this video, we're going to walk around the outside, and then later we'll dive inside. Let's get started right up front. XSE trim is loaded standard equipment, and this is a gorgeous one. So magnetic gray metallic. So this has the metallic paint finish. Looks awesome on this one. Check out the headlight and the fog light setup on here. So this is a full complement of LED lights here on the headlights. So we've got LED daytime running lights, LED turn signals, super low profile, LED high and low beams right there with the automatic high and low beam automatic off. And then there's a marker lamp here on the outside, but really sleek, really trim there. Down on the lower bumper, there's an LED fog light setup as well on the XSE trim. Some silver satin finish here, and then a lot of gloss black on the Toyota hatchback. Parking sensors here. There's a dynamic radar cruise control sensor behind the grille here as well, but you can see the entire grille is all that piano black that Toyota is so fond of on all their vehicles. Up behind the windshield there is sensors right there, and that's going to be your lane tracing assist, road sign detection. We've got pre-collision and also pedestrian detection. So there are a lot of safety features right up front. Love the aggressive look on this one. It's pretty low to the ground, and that's primarily because of those low profile wheels and tires. So let's swing around to the side and take a look at those. So on the XSE edition, the standard wheels, that's going to be an 18-inch metallic smoked alloy wheel with chrome lug nuts. I wish these were black. I think that'd look cool. Toyota badge right there. So these are a 40 series tire, so a real low profile with a reinforced sidewall. 225 is the width of those tires, and of course 18-inch. So we got four-wheel disc brakes, anti-lock brakes, and traction control. A sport-tuned suspension, which is fully independent for the front and rear of the Corolla hatchback. Practicality is what this bad boy is all about because of the hatchback. Outside mirrors, painted color to match. LED turn signals standard on the XSE. These are folding outside mirrors as well, and they also break away. They also have blind spot monitoring, and they're heated and of course power operated. Now the Corolla hatchback is not available with a sunroof. Can't get one, they don't make it that way. Just keep that in mind. Color to match door handles with the smart keyless entry system. It's going to be standard. This is a nice scratch resistant material right here. There's solar glass on here, but no privacy glass, so that's something if you want to tint the windows out, you'll have to work with your dealer to do that. You can see the gas doors right here on the driver's side. We've got a color to match shark fin antenna up there. Rear spoiler color to match. And then these sail panels right here, all piano black as well. We've got LED tail lights. You can see how fast and crisp that blink is on those bad boys. Rear window does not open. It does have rear window defrost. We have a rear washer wiper, and we have our third brake light right up here. But again, that is a static rear window. Kind of wish it did open, but of course, I think over time we'd probably pick up some rattles and squeaks. By the way, down on the bottom here, we do have some integrated mud guards. Those are going to be on your front and your rear wheels. These are reflectors, not lights. Red XSE badging, Toyota badges here. Backup, camera's going to be there. Chrome on the Corolla badge. And then more of that gloss black finish like we saw up front with the satin silver trim. Now, one of the things you'll notice on the back of here, or maybe you don't notice it, it does have no exhaust coming out the back, or at least you can't see it. There is an exhaust, but Toyota's got it tucked up underneath right there, so you're not going to see it, but it's there. Here's a quick look underneath for what you can see. Again, that's a fully independent rear suspension. So let's go ahead, cruise around up front. We'll pop the hood and take a look at the engine on the XSE Corolla for 2024. So the Corolla hatchback comes with just one engine. This is the only Corolla that you cannot get in a hybrid, the hatchback edition. But this is the larger 4-cylinder engine, now standard on all Corollas. So it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder 16-valve gasoline engine. Of course, front-wheel drive, not even available as an all-wheel drive, which is an option on other Corolla editions. The regular Corolla sedan, Corolla Cross, you can get all-wheel drive and or hybrid. It is connected to a CVT automatic transmission on the Corolla hatchback. So your combined horsepower is going to be 169 horsepower. We've got a combined city highway fuel economy comes in at 33 miles per gallon. It does have a sport tuned suspension, so it is going to ride and drive a little more aggressively, if you will. We've got a couple warranties underneath the hood. We've got the powertrain warranty. That is a 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty. That does cover the engine and the transmission for 5 years, 60,000 miles, no deductible. And then, of course, every Toyota does come with Toyota Care. So that covers your basic maintenance. You get your oil changes, fluid top-offs, tire rotations, and Toyota includes roadside assistance for 2 years or 25,000 miles at no additional charge. So a real great warranty package. The vehicle itself has a 3-year, 36,000 mile limited warranty. Again, no deductible there. Let's go ahead and jump inside and check out the interior. So let's check out the door first. The driver's door is all black, and interesting, they've done this light gray contrast stitching on the inside. We'll see that on the seats and on the dashboard. This is a padded armrest, satin silver door handle with some more satin silver trim here, and then they're using the gloss black, the piano black trim here, and up on your armrest over the power window switches. One touch up and down on all 4 power windows. The switches are backlit, power door locks, and power mirrors as well. Down on the door, we've got a speaker here. Now this one's upgraded with the JBL audio system, so we'll see extra speakers on the inside. There's a bottle holder here and a pocket here for your odds and ends. Take a look at the seats. Now these are unique seats for the XSE trim, and it's a Softech fabric seat here, and then cloth, kind of a tweed cloth in the middle with that contrast stitching. You can see it all the way across the seat. The nice part about the cloth here and these wide side bolsters is it helps hold you in your seat when you're taking corners at high speeds. Now the driver's seat is a full power seat with power forward, backwards, up, down, power recliner, and a power lumbar support. Your passenger seat, there's no power. It does recline, of course. It also slides back and forth. We've got height adjustable headrest on both sides, including the back seats. Height adjustable seat belts right here. Your airbag is going to be built into the seat. So as you move the seat forward, the airbag will move with you, keeps it in the optimal position. Up on the dashboard, it's a padded dashboard, and again, more of that stitching up here. There's 4 vents with the satin silver trim, up, down, left, and right, on and off, in the middle, and over there on the passenger side as well. Down here, just 2 switches. Dimmer switch for your dash lights. Automatic high beams on and off, so they'll go from low to high, subject to the traffic in front of you. Hood release. Footrest, brake, and accelerator where you'd expect them. And then we do have a tilt telescoping steering wheel. It's a vice style, so push it in, up and down, lock it in, and away you go. So here behind the wheel of the Corolla hatchback, up front, the legroom, headroom, shoulder room is pretty darn good. It's not available with the sunroof, so headroom is decent. It's the backseat passengers that are going to suffer for legroom. We'll see that later in the video. As far as the steering wheel, it's a leather wrap steering. It's not heated. That's not even an option on here. It does have electronic power steering. There's, of course, a driver's side airbag with the Toyota chrome, and then more satin silver trim around the steering wheel. On this side of the steering wheel, we have controls for our cruise control, dynamic radar cruise control on and off, and our lane tracing assist on and off, and then some controls right here for the sound system. The hatchback XSE does have paddle shifters, so there's your up shifter there, rear washer wiper with intermittent settings, and then your front wipers have intermittent settings as well. Over on the left-hand side of the steering wheel, we've got controls for the information center. That's going to be up here. We'll take a look in just a moment. Then we also have Bluetooth connectivity and voice activation for your smartphone. And then we have volume for your sound system. Your shifter for the downshift is right here. And then your headlight controls are over here. We do have auto on and off for our headlights. Also, we have one-touch turn signal, so if you just tap it once, they'll blink 3 times and cancel themselves. It's nice for changing lanes. And then this is your headlight, or I'm sorry, your fog light control right there. And then you'll also notice around the gauge cluster, there's more of that satin silver trim. I'll go ahead and start it up so you can see what it looks like when you do start it, but I wanted to point out that this does have the push button start with the smart keyless entry system, so keep your keys in your pocket or purse, and all you have to do is grab the door handle and it unlocks automatically, and then once you get inside, you'll be able to start it up. Oh, before I did that, I did forget, I want to show you the legroom here. Sorry about that. This is your legroom. I've got the seat all the way back. I think it's pretty darn good legroom. If you're a 6-footer, you should be okay. Much taller than that, it's probably going to be a tight fit squeeze or fit for you. Hold on one second. There's a spot on my camera. Hang with me. I'm going to wipe it off. It's gone. Thank you. Sorry about that. So if the driver's seat's all the way back, the room behind the driver's seat is terrible, and I'll show you when I get there what I mean by that. But let's go ahead and fire it up. Foot on the brake. Oop, I gotta move the seat ahead. Little short dude like me, gotta move the seat ahead. So I'll bring that ahead. Now I can go ahead and start it. Foot on the brake, push the button in, and let her fly. By the way, that chime you just heard was a new chime for 2023. Toyota loves the bells and whistles, literally bells and whistles. So here's your gauge cluster. This is a full electronic gauge cluster. On the left is your temperature gauge, engine temperature gauge. Over here on the right is your fuel gauge. And then in the center is all the other information, including your outside temperature, digital speedometer, and a whole bunch of light warning lights. But using the controls here on the steering wheel, then you can toggle through some of the other settings by just using your fingertips right on the steering wheel. So there's some good features in there. There's audio settings, of course. There's a compass, and it's really cool looking at night because it's so colorful, but I like it a lot. This is unique for the XSE trim. Up here on the dashboard, because this is the XSE, we have the JBL audio system, so there's some extra tweeters up here in the A-pillar. Moving over and take a look at our center stack. So this looks similar to the 2022, except for 23 and 24, they got rid of all those buttons. So there used to be 8, 9 extra switches. They got rid of them. Now they're down to 1, and that's your on and off and your volume. Now this one is still available for sale, so I'm not going to set it up yet, but I did want to go in and, I did want to show you some of the features that I can show you. So as far as the sound system goes, it does have Wi-Fi Connect, so you can connect your smartphone in that from here as well. 4G, I believe it is. And then you have AM, FM, Sirius Satellite Radio, XM, 3 months of the Platinum subscription, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Alexa compatible. So lots of options there. Does not have navigation built into the system, but you can go ahead and plug in your smartphone, run the Apple CarPlay, and away you go. Now, Toyota, as you can see, does use a lot of extra turn on some light here. This is all gloss black trim, lots of satin silver around here. Here's your 4-ways. Then we have, hopefully that's not too bad, then we have our automatic temperature control. We can set it up for front driver, front passenger, individual settings. We also have the front window defrost, rear window with heated outside mirrors, so when you tap on the outside mirrors over here, gets the ice and snow off of there. By the way, this dashboard is all Softech fabric. It's padded, and you can see it does have that stitching on here as well. There's also an airbag up there in the dashboard. Let's turn our attention down. Oh, before I do that, I did want to show you the backup camera. So here's your backup camera. It's pretty big, pretty wide and easy to see, pretty bright. These are not dynamic grid lines though, so they don't move as you back up to give you that path projection. Just be aware of that. Probably not a big deal. All right, now way down here, I'll throw some light on down here. So there's a number of features here. Wireless charging for your smartphone, just drop it down there if it's a wireless charging phone. Heated front seats with 2 temperatures for front driver and front passenger. And then there's a USB-C plug right here as well, so you have 2 places to power up here in the front. And then I love the attention to detail through this area here. So this is all the same Softech fabric that we saw up here on the dashboard. You can see the stitching, so they could have just went with a plastic trim here, but I think that's a nice touch. There's a couple switches down here for our drive modes, being Eco, Normal, and Sport. Traction control on and off right here. Here's our gear selector, and you can see more of that gloss black trim with the satin silver finish. Your shifter, this is the CVT automatic transmission, but this is going to be a leather wrap shifter with a little satin silver trim around there as well. So a nice attention to detail down in this area. Further back, we've got 2 cup holders, and you can see that this one's actually flat, so you can drop your phone in there. If you have a smaller phone, just drop it in there like so. Here's our brake hold, and here's our parking brake. Again, we have electronic parking brakes as well. More of the silver trim through here. Now, I would have liked to seen a plug on the front side of here for USB, but they didn't do that. It's inside the armrest, which is padded with the contrast stitch on there. A little bit of space, and then 2 power ports. So we've got a USB-C and we've got a 12 volt, and then there's little channels here, so you can plug in here and run your wires out through here. So I guess that's a good alternative. This does not lock up. Take a look over here on the passenger side. Same style seat that we saw on the driver's seat. Passenger assist grip. We've got lighted vanity mirrors, visor extensions on here as well. Overhead, we've got our LED dome lights, Safety Connect. So during the Toyota Care program, you get 2 years of the Safety Connect for roadside assistance. And then your rear view mirror is the old school flip it up and down type of mirror standard. There's an upgrade for $175. You can upgrade the mirror to a frameless mirror, which has some garage door openers on the back as well. I have that in my car. I think it's a terrific feature. Highly recommend the upgrade. It's $175. I think it's worth it. Let's jump in the back seat. Here's a quick look from the back seat, looking out the front. I got to tell you, when you get in this back seat, it is tight and it feels like a cave back here. Here's my view. Now, if you've got a 6-footer who's driving, 6-footer plus, whoever sits behind this person is going to be basically shackled. I had to wiggle my feet in here. They're not coming out easily. Of course, my knees are right up against there. The seat's all the way back right now. There's a pocket on the back of this seat, but again, I wouldn't want to sit back here even if I were a small child for a very long trip. There are 2 USB charging ports down there. There's a pocket over here. It's nice if you move the seat ahead a little bit. The legroom's not too bad. On the doors, same style we saw up front. What I don't like is those cup holders on the doors. I think they're all right, but if you leave the lid off of your cup and you slam the door, you're going to have stuff all over the inside of your car. Keep that in mind. There's a passenger assist grip with a coat hook up there. Here in the back seat, there are 3 seat belts. Good luck. Little kids probably okay. 2 adults better. Child safety seat anchors down here in the seat. And then these back seats here, they're height adjustable, so you can bring them up and down as well for the headrest. You can reach into the trunk from here. If you pull this forward, it'll come down. But if the seat's too far back, you'll have to move the seat forward. Here's those tethers, and then you can see I have access to the back seat right there. Or, I'm sorry, to the trunk back there. And then once I bring this up, there is an armrest right here See if I can get it out. There's going to be 2 cup holders in there as well. It is really tight back here. I would not recommend adults back here for too long, but kiddos would probably be pretty good. There's a LED dome light up here as well. Now, as a hatchback, the hatchback versatility is really nice. I do like the way the hatch goes up nice and high and gets out of your way, so hopefully you won't bonk your head. It is not a power gate, lift gate. It's pretty lightweight, so I don't even think you really need it. You decide for yourself. There are some assist handles up here to be able to close it. There's no lighting and no speakers on there on the hatch either. It does come with the cargo cover, or the package shelf they call it. This is removable, so you can just pull it out. It's a nice thing for added security. You probably aren't going to put anything on there other than maybe a baseball cap, because it's not really built for holding heavy items. The back hatch does open nice and clear, largely unobstructed. We've got a nice low floor here, and then you can see we've got a 60-40 fold down rear seat. There's tie down hooks in the corners. There's additional storage down in this area here. And then as far as your spare tire, that's going to be underneath. Bring this up like so. Oop. Bring this up like so, hook it up there, and now it'll stay up there. And it is a temporary spare tire. It's an 18-inch temporary spare tire. I'm sorry, it might even be 17-inch. But look at how much space is down in here. There's lots of little nooks and crannies, places you can stow stuff. Your jack's over here, and then your tools are over on this side here. So there's a lot of places you can hide stuff down underneath here as well. And then the back side of this is hard plastic, so you can flip it over if you need to haul something like water softener, salt, or potting soil, or what have you. So once you drop those seats down in the back, you've got a good amount of room. Definitely going to be able to put that 45 or 50-inch big screen TV in there. Much bigger than that, and I don't know that you're going to get it in there, but very, very practical, very functional. So that's your 2024 Toyota Corolla XSE Hatchback. Really great little car. Sporty for sure. Only available as a gasoline version, but this hatchback, boy, that adds a lot of versatility to it. Of course, they make the Corolla in a sedan as well, and then the Corolla Cross. You've got room for 5 in this, pretty tight in that back seat. But as far as the driver's compartment, really sporty, really fun to drive. 169 horsepower. This one's still available here at Smart Toyota. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Thanks for watching.